Hi, folks. Welcome to Crisco's Corner. Trump on second term. I'm not going to have time for retribution. Well, that's a shame, but I think he's trying to lighten up his rhetoric a little bit to appeal to the never-Trumper Republicans and also some of the independents, so I can understand the rhetoric. But we'll see. Let's read on. Former President Donald Trump said he will not have time for retribution during his second term in the White House in an apparent walkback of comments made earlier in the campaign. I'm disappointed. Ask any parent. When a child misbehaves, if they're not punished, it gets to a point where is it the child's fault or the parent's fault that they're not punished in the behavior that they have? The Democrats will continue to use underhanded, sometimes unlawful tricks to win elections. Where's the repercussions? Where's the people that are going to jail? The answer is none, because the Republicans have no spine and or balls. Trump sat with Fox News host Brett Baier and Martha McCallum during a live town hall event in Iowa on Wednesday evening, which did very well in the ratings, I might add, better than CNN and some of the other ones. In fact, Tim Pool, with his live Timcast IRL, is getting numbers close to major news networks. And Martha McCallum during a live town hall in Iowa. The Trump event took place as CNN held a debate between Trump's Republican primary foes, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley. Baier asked Trump about the time the former president plans to spend on retribution looking backwards during his second term. How much of the second term of a Donald Trump presidency would be about retribution looking backwards and grievances, and how much would be looking forward, Baier said. Well, first of all, Trump said a lot of people would say it's not so bad. Look, what they did, Russia hoax, the FBI Twitter hoax, the 51 intelligence agents hoax, all those different hoaxes that they did. You know, a lot of people would say that's probably quite normal. I'm not going to have time for retribution, Trump continued. We're going to make this country so successful, I'm not going to have time for retribution. And remember this, our ultimate retribution is success. I agree in theory, but I'm not so sure on practice. The Democrats are relentless, and they will do anything, both good, bad, evil, indifferent, to win. Believe me, they will, at the local level as well as the national level. Let's see what Trump has to say.
A lot of time talking about retribution. And so there are questions about how much a second term of a Donald Trump presidency, second term, would be about retribution and looking backwards and grievances, and how much would be looking forward.
Well, first of all, a lot of people would say that that's not so bad. Look what they did. Russia hoax, the FBI Twitter hoax, the 51 intelligence agents hoax, all of these different hoaxes that they did. I mean, you know, a lot of people would say that's probably quite normal. I'm not going to have time for retribution. We're going to make this country so successful again. I'm not going to have time for retribution.
No, okay, I can understand his rhetoric. I really can. But one thing I think he will change dramatically is the people that he hires. He was new. This is a realm that Trump was not an expert in, i.e. government and politics, even though he dabbled in a little bit as a real estate developer and also as a TV personality, but not really. The fact of the matter is, though, he listened to the Rhino Republicans on their advice on who to hire, who to put in key positions in his administration, and they almost all backfired on him. He should have went with his gut instincts. It's proven him well so far, and I think that's going to be a big change if and when he does win, that he'll be a lot more selective in who he hires and not take advice from the professional politicians, but go with his gut. The comments appear to be a step back from a pledge he made to his supporters earlier in the campaign, promising to be their justice and retribution. In 2016, I declared, I am your voice. Today, I added, I am your warrior, I am your justice. And for those who have been wronged and betrayed, I am your retribution. I am your retribution, he told the CPAC crowd in March of last year to loud applause. I will totally obliterate the deep state. I will fire unelected bureaucrats and shadow forces who have weaponized our justice system like it has never been weaponized before. It's sick. These are sick people, Trump continued. I will put the people back in charge of this country again. The people will be back in charge of our country. The dueling events, Trump's town hall and the Sanders-Haley debate, took place less than a week ahead of the first primary in Iowa, scheduled for the 15th of January, which is Monday. Now, I agree to a certain extent what he's saying. I guess it depends what your definition of retribution is. I think forcing out the nameless, faceless bureaucrats that are really running this country or trying to, I think getting them out, what he calls the deep state or the deep swamp, that I get, because it'll never be right. You can never, no matter how successful you are, the underlying cancer is still there. And we all know eventually cancer kills the host. So it's going to depend. He's going to be in court, or his administration will be in court for years in his first term, maybe even all of it, between closing the border, sending back unlawful migrants, illegal in the country, and go through the process and application for citizenship like the law provides for. It's going to be Herculean task. There's going to be lawsuits all over the place. To get a really good attorney general is so important. Trump, that's one of Trump's favorite sayings. So important. And it is so important. Don't listen to the rhino professional politician like he did last time. He was new in Washington running things. It was a huge learning curve for him. There's one thing, Donald Trump, he's made a lot of mistakes, but he's never made the same mistake twice. That was a big mistake, never in his life. On any particular reason, whether it be real estate development and other things in his life, he has never made the same mistake twice. So, all right, I'll go along with it. I'm a little disappointed, but I think retribution, he's right. He'll be so successful that will be their retribution, but also that these people have to know that lying under oath, that lying to a FISA judge to get warrants to spy in a campaign, and I could go on and on and on, are felonies. And these people should be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. I don't consider that retribution. I consider that justice. What do you think? Until the next time, goodbye, God bless, and good luck.